Alright, so for this portion of the video, man, we're going to focus on the Maytag front load wash machine. Alright, so you're actually looking at the washing machine, and this is going to focus on the functions and the features. Alright, so let's dive into this joint real quick, man. You know what we do here, Consumer Appliance Report. We review appliances. Alright, so we're going to allow the video to roll a little bit as we check out just some small things about the appliance that we really like. Of course, it has a commercial technology made by Maytag. You have your control panel that you can communicate with, where it has the extra power. And we're going to dive into a lot of these cycles that you see here as well, just to break down the appliance so you know exactly what it is that you're purchasing when you do purchase the appliance. All right, so we're going to stop right here and look at some of the cycles. We're going to dive into the owner's manual, man, the user care and guide. And again, you can get this information at Home Depot. You could also get it on Lowe's website as well. You just put the model number in, go all the way to the bottom, and they'll be able to help you guys with a lot of this stuff. All right, we got the table of contents that we can talk about. Gives us a lot of information, warranty stuff, how to use, control panel, assistance and service and all this other stuff. And of course, you want to always read the safety information. It's very important to know exactly how to use the machine, safety instructions, important stuff that you got to read. You can pause the video as well as we go through this joint, or we also download the owner's manual as well, so you'll be able to check that joint out. All right, so let's dive into this, man. Let's go into the control panel. All right, so depending on the model that you have, this model here is not the model that we have. The one that we have is basically here. That's number 2. But we can discuss this a little bit where it says control panel and features. It says not all features and cycles are available in all models. All right, so you got to think about that as well. The control panel features a sensitive surface that responds to a light touch of your finger. To ensure your selections are registered, touch the control panel with your fingertip, not your fingernail. It says when selecting a setting or option, simply touch its name. At cycle completion, your setting and option choices will be remembered for your next use of that cycle. However, if power is lost to the washer, the settings and options will go back to the factory defaults. All right, so that's good there. It has a memory where it actually saves your information from the last setting and option that you choose from. And a lot of these appliances are doing that a lot as well, that you'll be able to always go back to your favorite settings. All right, so let's dive into the one that we have. This particular one is in the middle. Of course, you have your normal / regular. You have your heavy duty cycle. You have whites, sanitized, towels, bulky items, quick wash, delicates, wrinkle control, colors, drain and spin, and of course you have a clean washer with a fresh as well. And then you have the extra power button in the middle. And of course, we're going to dissect a lot of this stuff when we go into the cycle charts, the cycle guides, all that type of stuff, man, and let you know exactly how to really use the appliance. You also have on the right hand side, we're going to dive into that where it says temperature, spin, spoil, all that information there as well, so we can dive into that. When it's talking about your temperature, of course, this is your water temperature. You have your cold and you have hot. You also have spin, right? You can have turn the spin off, or you can have a fast spin cycle. Your soil, it goes from heavy. You can also use light as well. This option or this machine comes with steam. You also have a cycle signal to let you know when the cycle is either done, stuff like that. You have your 16-hour fresh hold. Awesome there. We're going to dive into that just to get some more information. What's that all about? You also have your control lock when you hold that for 3 seconds. Extra rinse, delay start. Of course, you have your power button, which is number 1, and you have your hold and start here as well. All right. So again, it depends on the model that you have. And this model, all the way at the bottom, is the model that's fully loaded. It's probably one of the top of the line Maytag one they have. So I'm sure this is going to cost a lot more than the one that we have here. As you can see, you have Wi-Fi connect. That wasn't on that one. A 24-hour fresh hold, remote enable. You have an overnight wash and dry. All right, so some of that, depending on the model, you can upgrade and get a lot more features there. All right, so when we talk about it, we talked about the power button. All right, it's used to turn the washer on and off. It says touch to stop / cancel a cycle at any time. It says note, turning the wash cycle knob will also turn the washer on. All right, so just keep that in mind. Washer, it says wash cycle knob. It says turn the knob to select a cycle for your laundry load. press the wash cycle knob to enable extra power option. All right, cool. Note, it says the clean washer with a fresh LED will flash when the washer has run 30 wash cycles as a reminder to run the clean washer with the fresh cycle. All right, see cycle guide for detailed descriptions of cycles. All right, so we'll get into that as well and give you more information on that, so you'll be able to use that to your benefit. All right, notes, let's talk about it. It says for the best results when using the overnight wash and dry cycle, it says use for loads weighing 2 pounds or less, such as soccer uniform or a running tank and shorts. All right, so I guess that's like tank tops or running shorts and stuff like that, allowing the cycle to run the full duration of 12 hours. All right, let's dive into the extra power. That's what we see there. It says the extra power option can be used for increasing cleaning power. All right, it says press the wash cycle knob to activate the extra power option, which runs a cold pre-wash cycle before power option, when runs a cold pre-wash before the main cycle. All right, it says when extra power is activated, the cycle control knob will illuminate and the estimated time remaining on the display will increase on single load dispenser models, and at extra dose of detergent to the bleach detergent for extra power compartment when using extra power for best results. This is also on the actual top loader that Maytag makes as well. All right, so that's pretty cool there. Awesome feature that you can use for extra power, right? Extra cleaning. So that's really good if you really want to get your clothes cleaning really well. You can use that option there as well. Of course, you have your start, you have your LED display and settings as well. We talked about the different settings, which is your temperature. It says the recommended wash temperature is preset for each cycle. All right, it says you also select a wash temperature based on the type of fabric and soles being washed. All right, that's very important as well. It says for best results, use the warmest wash water safe for your fabric. Following the garment label instructions, all wash temperatures feature a cold rinse. All right, so keep that in mind as well. Then you have your spin. It says this washer automatically selects the spin speed based on the cycle selected. So a lot of the stuff, as it says, some preset speeds can be changed, which is good. All right, so some of the stuff is already automatically preset depending on what it is that you're washing, but then of course some of the speeds can be changed even though they're preset, which is good. You can customize it to however you would like. All right, slower spin speed reduce wrinkle but will leave your load more damped. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. You have the option to do so, but it's going to leave your clothes damp. Soil. All right, so this is talking about your soil level or your wash time. It says preset for each wash cycle. It says when you change the soil setting, the cycle time will increase or decrease in the estimated cycle time display. All right, so that's cool there as well. Cycle status lights, right? It says not all cycle status lights are available in all models. The cycle status lights show the progress of a cycle at each stage of the process. You may notice sounds or pause that are different from your traditional washers. And that's one of the things that you got to get used to when you purchase these new appliances. They make not your traditional noises. They stop, they pause, they do a lot of sensing. So you want to be familiar with the appliance before you actually start using it so that you can get used to it, so you don't have to call anybody if you feel as though it's something wrong with it when it's not really anything wrong with it. So you got to keep that in mind. All right, so that's cool there. Sensing wash, add a garment, detergent low. So you have all these different settings that you can use. We can also go into the sensing as well, because that's very important to understand how the machine works as well. It says when start is touched and held, the washer will first perform a self-test on the door lock mechanism and the sensing light will come on. You will hear a click, the drum make a partial turn, and the door will click again as it unlocks briefly. The door will click one more time when it locks again. Once the door has locked the second time, the washer will begin spinning to sense the load size. This sensing process will continue throughout the cycle. It says you may also hear water flowing through the dispenser, adding detergent to the load. After the load size is sensed, the estimated time based on the load size will be displayed. The actual cycle time may be lengthened, however, the display will continue to show the estimated time. It says the sensing light will blink once a second at various times during the cycle, such as when the washer is reducing extra suds. All right, so that's good there. Washing, it says during the wash cycle, this will display to let you know the cycle is in progress. Add a garment, it says when add a garment is lit, you may pause the washer, open the door, and add items. Touch and hold the start to start the washer again. Detergent low, or the water detergent in the dispenser is running low. The display will show the detergent level low. All right, so you do have that option. You have that there as well. Machine is smart enough to detect a lot of these things, and that's the benefit of having these new appliances. They're so smart that they'll be able to remind you of certain things, because we're all so busy from time to time. So you might be able to forget to the detergent is real low, and it's remind you of stuff like that. Adding a garment when you need to add another garment as well. So these machines will also, like when we talked about in the beginning, where it remembers your last setting that you use, and you can continue to use that option as well, unless it's been unplugged or lost power. That, of course, it goes back to the original default setting. All right, so that's pretty cool there. I really like that. Options: touch to activate additional wash options or additional features on the washer. Not all options are available on all models. So it started there and told you that as well. The delay start, of course, we know what that means. It says touch the option delays the start of the wash cycle by up to 12 hours. All right, so that's cool there. On the model that we have, it has a fresh and hold and fresh and spin cycles. All right, so we're going to dive a little bit into a lot of this stuff. It says the fresh/hold spin option will periodically tumble the load after the end of the cycle for up to 24 hours, while the integrated fan circulates air through the washer to reduce humidity. Fresh spin also periodically tumbles the load after the end of the cycle, but does not use an integrated fan. To turn on the fresh and hold or fresh spin option, touch fresh hold. If, however, the fresh hold/fresh spin option is turned on, it will stay on for a future cycles until turned back off. The washer remembers the last on and off status set. To turn off the fresh and hold spin option, touch fresh and hold. To turn off the fresh and hold/fresh spin option when it is turning, touch power. It says no. The door will lock while the fresh/hold spin option is activated. To cancel the option, unlock the door, touch power. All right, so that's a good benefit there. Allows your clothes to tumble for about 24 hours, and will integrate on certain models a fan that will circulates the air, so your washer to reduce humidity. That's pretty good there. The steam option, it says the steam option adds additional soak wash time to many cycles to help remove tough stains, as well as a steam boost for added cleaning power. An integrated heater helps to maintain optimal wash temperatures. All right, so you have that. You have your extra rinse. You have your signal cycle. All right, of course, that's good there. You have your control lock. Certain models have a Wi-Fi that you can download the Maytag app and communicate through the app as well. You have a remote enable, but not on the model that we have. But again, you can upgrade to these features. And of course, you have the extra power options. Boost stains fighting for performance on any wash cycle with a dual temperature wash, combining cold and hot temperature during phases of the wash time. All right, so we discussed that a little bit as well, so you can dive into that. So it's a lot of things that you can actually do with this machine, man. And like I said, the one that we have is a 16-hour fresh hold there. So that's pretty slick. That's really nice there. We love that feature, love that option. It reminds me of the GE front load wash machine that have the circulating fan inside of the unit. The fan that's used to allow fresh air to circulate throughout the machine so the gasket wouldn't develop any mold. But on this particular one, it allows it to spin and helps reduce the humidity. All right, and it says it also tumbles periodically the load after the end of the cycles, and said but does not use an integrated fan. So it all depends on if you have a fresh and spin or if you have fresh and hold. All right, so whichever one you have. So you just want to keep that in mind. That's pretty slick. We really like that joint. So we're going to allow the video to play a little bit. And like I said, you can see some of the features that we have on here. We talked about a lot of these, so we can actually allow the video to roll here. But I just wanted to stop it so that you can actually see it and notice exactly what's taking place there as well. All right. And we like to get some little bit of LEDs so you can actually see it. see what it's like, see what it's when the extra power is highlighted. That's an option there that you can select with the wash machine. Of course, you see the clean washer with the fresh as well. So we can actually dive into the soap dispenser, and that's how you pull it out. It's pretty straightforward. But you can see here as well, you have your softener, you have a max line, you have your bleach, you have detergent for extra power, and then you got your max. Then you have another one here as well, and then of course you have this to pull the dispenser out, and you can periodically clean it as well. So we're going to dive into that. All right, get into the soap dispenser. It says optimal dispenser drawer on some models. It says the optimum dispenser drawer gives you the convenience of automatically adding HE detergent, liquid bleach, and liquid fabric softener to the wash load at the proper time. See you using the optimal dispenser drawer for information on using the dispenser drawer. All right, and then of course you have the single load dispenser drawer on some models. The dispenser drawer gives you the convenience of adding HE detergent, liquid, Clorox bleach, liquid fabric softener to the wash load at the proper time. See using the dispenser drawer, information on using the dispenser drawer. All right, you also have, it breaks down the soap dispenser here by letters. A is the optimum dispense, liquid, high efficiency. Of course, you want to make sure you use high efficiency soap. In the HE detergent compartment, the compartment holds up to 14.3 ounces of liquid HE detergent, allowing you to avoid having to refill detergent for each load. All right, so it depends on which one you have. Also, this will use just the right amount of detergent required for a particular load and cycle. Fabric softener automatically dilutes and dispenses liquid fabric softener at the optimum time in the cycle. All right, it says use only liquid fabric softener in the dispenser. All right, so you want to do that. Automatically dilutes and dispense liquid Clorox bleach. So we can talk about that some, talking about C. It says the bleach at the optimum time using the first rinse after the wash cycle. This compartment cannot dilute powdered bleach. All right, so you don't want to use that. On single load dispenser models, use the compartment to add an extra dose of detergent when using the extra power option. And of course, you have your liquid high efficiency HE detergent compartment. It says this compartment holds liquid or powder HE detergent for your main wash cycle. All right, so you want to make sure that you use the proper bleach, liquid, not powder. You want to make sure if you're going to use powder or liquid detergent, you want to make sure that it is inserted in the proper compartment so that you'll be able to wash your clothes properly and use it as recommended by the manufacturer. All right, and everything is labeled so you can actually see it. You just read it and just use it. And of course, don't fill up to the max line as well. So you want to keep that in mind. Of course, you want to open the door and we go inside of the machine. You have your door boot seal or the gray gasket. Again, you can check out one of our videos we've done where we actually teach you how to clean it and stuff like that. This is what you want to do. Pull against it because the gasket can have a sock in there. If you have dogs, it's a lot of lint, a lot of hair. So stuff gets trapped in there, stuff in your pockets as well. So you want to make sure you check it periodically, clean it out. You want to use bleach and water, mostly water, so you can dilute the bleach some, so because bleach is extremely strong, and you just wipe against it and you clean it, I would say every couple months. All right, so you want to clean it, make sure it smells good, because that's one of the biggest issues with front load wash machines is that the wash machine gasket develop mold and it smells. All right, so of course we got the interior of the machine. Right, we talked about the dispenser as well, so we can actually dive into some of the other stuff there. I'm noticing that I have some more stuff about dispensers, so let me just see that as well, but we can talk about that after we finish the cycle guide. So we can dive into the cycle guide real quick. Let me get into that cycle guide. Man, let's get it. Let's find out how to load our clothes and wash them properly. It says setting and options shown in bold are default settings for that cycle. For best fabric care, choose the cycle options and setting that best fit the load being washed. Not all settings are available with each cycle, and some options cannot be used together. Not all cycles and options are available in all models. So they're going to continue to tell you that because this is very important. Load size recommendations for best results, right? That's what it says right here for best results. It says you want to fill the washer drum with 3 to 4 items, not more than 1/4 full. All right, you got your medium load, fill the washer drum to about half full. Your large load, fill the washer drum up to about 3/4 full. And your extra large load, it says fill the washer drum, but make sure clothes can tumble freely for best results. Avoid packing tightly. And that's key. You want to make sure that you don't just throw the clothes in because it's not loose, it's not free, and that's going to affect if your clothes are going to get clean because they're tangled up together. It's hard for the machine to actually wash the clothes properly. All right, so of course we're going to dive into the cycle guide, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so it says right here, it says items to wash using default cycle settings: normal soil, cotton, linen, sheets, and mixed garment load. Your normal, of course, the preset settings or the default setting: warm, speed fast, soil level medium. Options or modifiers: you can steam, extra rinse, fresh hold or fresh spin, extra power. It says this cycle combines medium speed, tumbling, and extra high speed. This cycle is designed to provide the most energy efficiency. All right, of course, you have your heavy duty, stand for sturdy, color fast fabrics and heavy soil garments. All right, so of course you already see the default settings on a lot of these and the options and modifiers that you can use. It says fast speed. Let's look at the cycle details. Fast speed tumbling and extra fast speed final spin help provide optimum cleaning and reduce drying times. All right, you got your whites, which is your heavy soil with fabrics and garments. Your default settings, of course: water temperature very warm, speed fast, soil level light. Then of course you have different options you could choose from there as well. All right, so that's cool there. It says use a longer wash time when fast speed tumbling, extra rinsing, and extra fast speed spin to provide optimum cleaning, and rinsing when bleach is used. All right, towels, of course, like we discussed on a lot of these videos, man, these wash machines are bullet points. They hit exactly what it is that you need to put your clothes in, the cycles that it's set for. If it says towels, I implore you to use towels in those settings because it's best for that particular setting to use whatever is labeled on the machine. All right, it says sturdy towels and wash clothes. Of course, you have your preset settings. It said provides fast speed tumbling, longer wash time, normal rinsing, and extra fast speed spin to shorten drying time. All right, so that's cool there. Bulky, this is where you put your heavy stuff like your bedding, right? That's one of the options there. It says large items such as sleeping bags, small comforters, and jackets. All right, so that's where you use the bulky items for. It says use this cycle to wash large items such as jackets and small comforters. The washer will fill with enough water to wet down the load before the wash portion of the cycle begins. Do not tightly pack basket. And you have to think about that as well when you're throwing blankets in here. Blankets are extremely heavy. They absorb a lot of the water, so it makes it difficult for your clothes to wash. For your wash machine to wash the clothes and really not make a lot of noise because they're extremely heavy. But the best cycle to use is bulky items, and it's for small comforters. All right, so depending on how big the comforter is, how much water absorb, it can damage the machine. So you just want to be careful with it. I understand it's okay to use it, but just keep in mind you just want to be a little bit careful when you use it. Just keep an eye on it as well. Quick wash. All right, I had an issue similar to this, so let's dive into this. It says small loads of 2 to 4 lightly soiled garments. That's it. All right. So it says for small loads, 2 to 4 items needed quickly. This cycle combines fast speed tumbling and shortened wash time and extra fast spin speed for reduced drying times. You have to keep in mind where it says 2 to 4 lightly soiled garments. That's accurate. I had an LG machine where a customer called us in to service an appliance, said the unit was given an error code. She put it on a quick wash, but by the time she put the clothes in there, it was more than the 2 to 4. And on the LG, it has a specific amount of weight that the clothes could be. And the machine will sense that. So if it's over the manufactured weight load, it's going to cause your machine to invoke an error code to let you know there's something wrong. The unit is all out of balance or out of whack. And you got to make sure to use it properly as well. All right, so keep that in mind. Of course, you got your delicates. Sheer fabrics, lingerie, sweaters, lightly soiled, shirts, blouses, trousers, pants, and skirts. That's another one there. And of course, you have your preset settings. You have your wrinkle control. We can dive into that. It says lightly soiled shirts, blouses, trousers, pants, and dresses. And of course, it has the preset setting for the temperature, spin speed, light soil, and of course, the cycle detail says the cycle combines low speed tumbling and medium speed for gentle fabric care and reduced wrinkling. All right, so it's there to protect your clothes as well. Sanitize. All right, it says for clothing, bedding, and towels requiring sanitation. All right, so that's good there. You can use that. Temperature is already hot and it's all spin is fast. As far as the soil is medium heavy and all that stuff, and you have options you can choose from. Of course, it says the cycle eliminates 99.9% of the most common bacteria found in clothes, sheets, towels, and extra hot wash temperatures endures sanitation. It says check recommendation, wash temperature of your items. It says bacteria tested with K, pneumonia. I don't know what the P one is, and S. If you know how to pronounce it, holla at your boy you seeing it. Let us know. Send us a little comment in this video. Of course, you can wash colors as well, bright or darkened colored cottons, linens, casual, and mixed loads. All right, for this particular machine, some of them have an overnight and wash and dry. It's not pertaining to the one that we have, but you can also read it for yourself as well. Drain and spin. It says when wet load of clothes. It says use drain and spin to remove excess water from the load. Spin speed can be set to a lower setting. All right, there's no temperature settings or anything like that. It just drains and spins, and it says fast spin. All right. An overnight wash and dry, you can look at that. We don't need to talk about that because it's not in this model. All right, so we can dive into the clean with a washer with the fresh. It says no clothes in washers, so you want to keep that in mind. It says use this cycle every 30 washes to keep the inside of your washer fresh and clean. The cycle uses a higher water level. Use with a fresh washer cleaner tablet or liquid Clorox bleach to thoroughly clean the inside of the washer. So you can use the fresh, or you can use tablet or liquid Clorox bleach, which is good. It says this cycle should not be interrupted. See washer care. It says do not place garments or any items in the washer during the clean washer with a fresh cycle. Use this cycle with an empty wash tub. All right, so you got to make sure that it is extremely empty, no garments inside of the machine as well. It says all temperature selection features a cold rinse. The steam option is only available with a warm, very warm, or hot water temperature is selected. Spin speed varies by model. All right, and of course we talked about choosing the right detergent as well. So that's something that we can talk about, which is the concentration. All right, it says today liquid HE detergents are concentrated. Most brands of concentrated HE detergent will show the level of concentration on the bottle. If so, simply set the concentration level in the optimal dispense menu to match the level shown on the bottle. However, if the detergent bottle does not give the concentration, it can be easily calculated. Just divide the packet size and fluid 1 ounces by the number of loads. Then refer to the chart below to find the concentration. All right, so it all depends on the dispenser that you have. You can actually select the concentration. So the machine, you can actually program it to do so, and you'll be able to use the machine and put the right amount of detergent depending on the concentration inside of it as well. All right, so you have this option on the Whirlpool unit. Like I said, this Maytag is similar to the Whirlpool unit as well, but we're going to dive into that. And of course, choosing the right detergent, that is extremely important. It says use only HE efficiency detergent. The packet will be marked HE or high efficiency. All right, so you have to make sure it has the HE symbol. It has to have this symbol here. It says use only high efficiency detergent. Once you see that, you can use it. All right, so that's cool there. All right, it says using the optimum dispenser drawer. All right, depending on if you have that option as well. All right, notes: a small amount of water may remain in the dispenser from the previous wash cycle. This is normal. All right, so keep that in mind as well. To ensure you have enough detergent in the dispenser, the display will show the detergent level low and open lid. All right, it says to add single dose and oxy type boosters, use the user using your washer section. All right, so we got that squared away there. All right, so that's cool, man. We can let this rock for a little bit. Just to see whatever, man. We love the tub. You see the baffle as well. That's what allows your clothes to rotate in the machine. And of course you have the door here, glass door, open and close the door. That's the handle that you see there as well, that allows you to close the door. And this is basically a full look or full image of the machine, how it looks. Maytag unit, right? I think that's pretty slick, but we want to make sure that we cover everything that we possibly can. It says first wash cycle without laundry. Before washing clothes for the first time, add liquid or powder HE detergent to the detergent dispenser. Choose the quick wash cycle and run it without clothes. Use only HE detergent. Alright, so it's telling you to just do this real quick before you actually wash any clothes. This initial cycle serves to ensure the interior is clean and the dispenser drawer is ready for use before washing cycles. Alright, sort and prepare your laundry. We talk about that a lot. Make sure that there's nothing in your pockets. Sort items by recommended cycle. Water temperature, color fast. Separate heavy soiled items from lightly soiled items. You want to make sure you do that. Separate delicate items from sturdy fabrics. You want to do that. Treat stains properly and check for color fastness by testing stain remover products on an inside stem. Alright, of course, empty pockets, loose chains, buttons, any small object that can plug pumps and may require a service call. Alright, close zippers, fasten hooks, tie strings. That's one of the big things that I have to do, is tie the strings on my workout clothes or my pants that I have, because sometimes the strings will get wrapped up inside the pants and it's kind of hard to get them back out. So I have to do that myself. That's instruction that I know personally I can use as well. It says mend rips and tears to avoid further damage to items during washing. I don't know about all that. Jeans be having little rips in them and I like them that way, but we'll see. Alright. Of course, electrical stuff, being hazard, fire hazard, stuff like that. Add laundry products if desired. It says single dose laundry packets, oxy type boosters, color safe bleach or fabric softener crystals can be added to the drum prior to adding laundry. So you want to put that stuff inside the drum. You don't want to put them in the soap dispenser because it's not going to dissolve it. It clogs up the soap dispenser and it damages the machine. It throws the machine off, right? So everything has to be in decency and order, and that's how the machine works. Load laundry into the wash machine. We talk about that as well. We can talk about that a little bit more. Place a load of sorted item loosely in the washer. Items need to be moved freely for best cleaning and to reduce wrinkling and tangling. Close the washer door by pushing it firmly until the latch clicks. It says depending on load type and cycle, the washer can be fully loaded but not tightly packed. So you want to think about that. Washer door should close easily. Alright. Mix large and small items and avoid washing single items. Load evenly. It says wash small items in mesh garment bags. For multiple items, use more than one bag and fill bags equally. Alright, so this is a laundry bag that we always discuss that you can use, because what it does is if you have kids or children with small socks, their socks sometimes gets trapped inside the drain pump. It goes through the tub inside the machine, finds its way through the drain pump, clogs up the drain pump as well. So you want to keep that in mind. Of course, we're talking about adding HE and optimum dispenser drawer. Then of course you have your single load dispenser drawer as well. So you can actually pause this. You can check out the owner's manual in the description box as well. You'll be able to get all the information that you need here. Alright, so that's cool. Note, like to read those. Do not add single dose laundry packets or oxy boosters, color face bleach or fabric softener crystals to dispenser. Alright, we already discussed that a lot as well. So I just want to make sure that we go over that. Alright, add in liquid fabric softener to dispenser if desired. Add Clorox bleach to dispenser if desired. Optimum dispenser drawer, single load dispenser drawer. Optimum dispenser drawer, single load dispenser drawer. So a lot of these things, man, you can actually go and look inside the owner's manual, instruct you properly how to use the machine. This is awesome information. Just gonna read the real important stuff right here. It says do not overload, dilute, or use more than manufacturer's recommendation for dosing of fabric softener. Do not fill past the max line. Overfilling dispenser will cause fabric softener to immediately dispense into the washer. Alright, awesome. Do not spill or drip any fabric softener on the clothes. Do not use liquid bleach softener dispenser balls in this washer. They will not dispense correctly. Alright, so that's cool there. We talked about the max. Same thing applies. Always measure liquid Clorox bleach. Use a measuring cup with a porous spout. Do not guess. It says do not fill beyond the max level. We talked about that as well. Do not use thickening, easy pour, nor no splash bleach when running the clean washer with the fresh cycles, as excess suds may occur. All right, one of the worst things you could do, excess suds on the wash machine. Gotta get it out. Excess suds. All right, so you want to keep that in mind as well. We already talked about turning the power on for the wash machine. Select additional options and cycles here for this particular model. You have that there. Depending on the cycle settings, you select that. So we've talked about a lot in this machine, well off in this machine, got into the machine. Of course, you have you set your delay wash or your delay start. If you do not want to begin a cycle immediately, you may choose to delay hours. This will delay the start of the wash cycle up to 12 hours. So we already discussed that. Removing garment promptly after cycle is finished. All right. It says promptly remove garments after cycle is completed to avoid odor and rusting of metal objects on garments. When unloading garments, pull back the door, seal, and check for small items between the tub and washer drum. All right, so that's cool there as well. Notes. Let's get into some of these notes, man. It says the door will remain locked with fresh and hold. Fresh spin option is activated. To cancel the option and unlock the door, touch power. All right, some of the stuff we already went over a lot, so I don't really have to redo a lot of these. Again, it's going to be downloaded in the owner's manual as well. All right, maintaining your appliance is a huge one, so we can discuss that a little bit. Washer care recommended to help keep your washer clean and performing its best. All right, water hoses, you want to make sure you replace those every 5 years. You can look at them, sometimes they could be rusted. You want to make sure you replace those, because if they happen to burst or crack, then it's going to be leaking water when you're not home, or if you're upstairs, water is going to be flooded in your home, so you want to be careful of that. All right, it talks about a fresh machine cleaning wipe procedures, dilute liquid Clorox bead procedure, cleaning inside the washer as well. We talked about that. Important, do not use thick or easy pour or non-splash bleach when running the clean washer with a fresh cycle, as excess soaps may occur. All right, so you don't want that to happen. All right, cleaning your front load washer, cleaning door seals. So it goes into a lot of the stuff that you can do. Again, you can pause this yourself and check this stuff out, man. Removing the dispenser, taking it apart, cleaning it, washing it. So all this stuff is going to be in the owner's box. If you want to be able to check that out, all that is in the owner's manual, man. So, man, when you're talking about a machine winterizing your storage and care to avoid damage, install store washer where it will not freeze, because some water may stay in the hoses. Freezing can damage washer. All right, so you want to keep that in mind as well. Transportation, reinstalling and using washer again. So there's a lot of things in troubleshooting guides and all that type of stuff that you can actually get when you're dealing with this particular machine, man. So I think we are just about done, man, with the Maytag functions and features portion of this video, man. Of course, we're going to check out the rest of this joint. Of course, it's me, your boy, Richie Rich. We are in the lab, man, dissecting this front load washing machine. I am out of here. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're going to focus on the warranty. Warranty. The manufacturer warranty, man, for this 4.8 cubic feet metallic slate stackable front load wash machine with steam and 16-hour fresh hold option by Maytag. All right, so let's scroll down. Of course, we love to use the Home Depot website because it gives us a lot of information here, and you also can do this yourself as well if you just need a little bit more information on the appliance as you do your research. We normally go all the way to the bottom where it says info and guides and tap into these individual components here. We're going to tap into the warranty. We're going to tap into the use and care so that we can get a lot more information about this actual wash machine. All right, so let's see what Maytag have. Man, Maytag laundry limited warranty. Of course, we're going to start off from the top right where it says attach your receipt here. Proof of purchase is required to obtain warranty service. So you want to make sure that you have your receipt. All right, as a young kid said, where's your receipts at? Hold on to the receipts. Let's get it. All right, so it says, please have the following information available when you call the Customer Experience Center. Name, address, telephone number, model number, serial number, a clear, detailed description of the problem, proof of purchase, including dealer or retailer name and address as well. It says if you need service before contacting us, To arrange service, please determine whether your product requires repair. Some questions can be addressed without service. Please take a few minutes to review the troubleshooting or problem-solving section of the Use and Care Guide, or visit, of course, www.maytag.com/product_help. All right, so you have that, or you have a number that you can call, whatever, if you're in the US or if you're in Canada. All right, so let's dive into that a little bit more. All right, so what is covered? Let's talk about it. A 1-year manufacturer warranty, both parts and labor. Pretty common, pretty typical for that to take place. Every appliance normally gives you a standard 1-year manufacturer warranty, and that's really all they're required to do. Everything else is extra. It says for 1 year from the date of purchase, when this major appliance is installed, operated, and maintained according to instructions attached to or furnished with the product, Maytag brand of Whirlpool Corporation or Whirlpool Canada LP. I'm glad I read that. Yes, Maytag, Whirlpool, same company. Same exact thing. It says we'll pay for factory specified parts and repair labor to correct defects in materials of workmanship that existed when this major appliance was purchased. It says, or at its sole discretion, replace the product. In the event of product replacement, your appliance will be warranted by the remaining term of the original unit's warranty period. All right, so this particular Maytag washing machine looks similar to the Whirlpool washing machine that we did. You can check the one out where we put in there. I'm gonna actually show it to you right here so you can actually see it. This is the similar machine, but I think the Maytag might be better, so we might recommend the Maytag instead of the Whirlpool version, but we'll figure that out later on. All right, so let's talk about it. It says 2nd through the 10-year warranty. So we say this is a 10-year warranty. It covers the drive motor and the wash basket only, labor not included. All right, it says in the 2nd through 10 years from the date of original purchase, when this major appliance is installed, operated, and maintained according to the instructions attached to or furnished with the product, Maytag will pay for factory specified parts for the following components to correct non-cosmetic defects in materials or workmanship in these parts that prevent function of this major appliance and that existed with this major appliance was purchased. It says this is a limited 10-year warranty on the below named parts only and does not include repair. It says this limited 10-year warranty on the below named parts only and does not include repair labor. All right, so that's what's included. The labor would not be covered, but the part will be. All right, so the drive motor, stator, and rotor only. And it says the wash basket, which is the side walls only. Again, you want to contact Maytag for that, so they'll be able to help you with that as well. All right, so you're getting your standard 1-year manufacturer warranty, and you're also getting a 2nd through the 10-year warranty as well, courtesy of Maytag. All right, so that's pretty good. That's really good. It's definitely better than the Whirlpool. Whirlpool didn't give you much there. They only gave you a standard 1-year manufacturer warranty. So that's good by Maytag that they actually did that. So that's pretty cool. Of course, what is not covered, of course, these are stuff that you can look at as well. Commercial, non-residential, multifamily use, or inconsistent with published user operator installation instructions. In-home instruction on how to use the product, that's always a given. Consumable parts, we talk about that a lot. Light bulbs, batteries, air filters, water filters, stuff like that. That's not going to be covered. Defects of damage caused by the use of non-genuine Maytag parts or accessories. All right, so they're not going to cover that as well. All right, so this is just the warranty portion of the video, man. I'm hoping that we were able to help you guys. Of course, we still in the lab dissecting this front load washing machine by Maytag, man. So of course, it's me, your boy Richie Rich. We in the lab, we getting it. I am out. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're gonna focus on the price. How much it's gonna cost you. Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot. Either way, it's gonna cost you. All right, so for this Maytag front load washing machine, man, we are gonna dissect this joint and tell you exactly how much we think that you should pay. We're gonna go on a couple sites. We're gonna go to Home Depot, we're gonna go to Lowe's, we're gonna go to Best Buy. And these are the sites that we traditionally use just to give you an example or an estimate, or just give you some type of idea on how much it's gonna cost you to purchase this unit. All right, so right now we're gonna start off with the Home Depot website. And as you can see right now, they have it in a metallic slate, and they also have it in a white. All right, so as far as the metallic slate, again, the cubic feet for this particular unit is 4.8. You're looking at, originally, it's $11.49. So they're saving you 10%. And this is just a special buy, and I want to mention, of course, price is subject to change, so you never know. So by the time we shoot these videos, by the time we put them out, you might be getting an extra deal. It might go back to the original price. So you got to figure it out. You got to factor that in when we shoot these videos, that price is subject to change as well. But right now, for the sale that they're giving for the special buy at Home Depot, it is $1034. All right, you can also do a payment plan that we, again, do not make any suggestion on, but you can if you want. This is up to you at $87 per month for the next 12 months as well. But for the metallic slate, you're looking at $1034. All right, I'd like to go into it a little bit more so you can actually see what the machine looks like. We're not really going to play in the videos, but you can actually get an idea on what it actually looks like. So let's go to the white. Man, let's look at the white. White, you're looking at, originally it is $1049, saving you 10%. You're getting $105, so it's $944, and that's the special buy depending on the color that you have selected. All right, again, all this is up to you as well. We like to go through some of these videos so that you can see the actual picture and you know exactly what the machine look like. Sometimes we try to get as much content as possible, but this will help. Of course, you have a combination of the dryer and the washer, and you can get a pedestal as well. All right, so we're going to dive into this joint, man. You can stack them together, as you can see there as well. So these are things that you want to consider, because stacking it, of course, allow you to save space. But we're on the price portion of the video, but you're looking at $944. So you can say roughly at least about $1,000. About it, I would say between $1,000 and $1,200 That's how much you're going to spend for this appliance. Let's see if Lowe's chain have anything that they can suggest here. No. All right, so Lowe's, let me see, no actual sale on here. You're looking at $1149 for the metallic slate. All right, so you do have a Lowe's Advantage card if you want to do that. Again, that is up to you. Right now for the metallic slate, it's $1149. There's no sales or no rebate unless you were able to get the Lowe's Advantage card. All right, for the white, you're looking at $1049. All right, and of course this says ends October 13th. You can say, it says you can get up to $650 in rebate. In my local area is out of stock, and that's one of the things that you want to consider when you're looking at these appliances and you want to get a new one. Check availability to see if they're available. Sometimes they're not in stock, so it beats you wasting time trying to get an appliance and fall in love with one. And of course, it's no longer, it's not in stock, and they don't know exactly when they're going to get it. But again, according to this, you're looking at $1049. Depending on the rebate that you might get by the time we shoot these videos, man, it might be gone, so just consider that. All right, so let's go into Best Buy. Best Buy. So Best Buy, we're going to dive into this a little bit just to see what else we have. Best Buy, you're looking at $1034.99, so you're not really getting any discounts on it like that. You know, roughly all about this, around the same price. Payment plan is a little bit different, $43.13, which is for the next 24 months. You can get a financing through Best Buy. All right, so cool there. Let's look at the white. As far as the white, you're looking at $944.99. Of course, the payment plan changes to $39.38. Again, prices subject to change. If you look here in my local area, they do have an open box where you can get it for $727.99, and that looks like a white. All right, so that's a really good price for this particular model. Again, we're going to dive into the functions and features, and we'll let you know that as well. But you're talking about an average price as of at least $1,000 to $1,100. I would say probably about close to about $1,200. All right, so from $1,000 to $1,200, that's how much you're going to spend for this appliance. Factor in taxes and everything else that you might get with it as well. That's up to you. They do have extended warranties that you can buy if you would like that as well. They offer that through Best Buy. You can get a 3-year warranty or a 5-year warranty. You might want to consider that. Seeing the price that you actually pay for this appliance, that will save you guys a couple bucks as well. All right, so you want to find out exactly what's covered and what's not covered by these total the Total Protects or Geek Squad, whatever warranty they might have. All right, so this is coming to the end of the price portion of the video, man. It's going to cost you guys some bread for this particular unit, man. So of course, it's me, your boy Richie Rich, and I'm out of here, man. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're going to focus on the parts. Man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This portion of the video, we get a little bit technical and we try to inform our customers exactly how much is going to possibly cost you in repairs. We try to do a cost per repair. We give you the common parts that typically goes bad on a lot of these appliances as well. And of course, we'll inform you if anything is covered on any extended warranty through Maytag. And this portion of the video, we're going to go to our website that we typically use, which is SearsPartsDirect.com. All right, so normally you go in, put your model number in. And of course, we have multiple models that we can go with. On this particular unit, you have an HWO, HW2, HW1, and of course, HW3. We're going to go with HWO. All right, so we're going to tap into that a little bit and find out what are some of the parts on this particular unit and how much it's going to cost you if you happen to need your appliance to be repaired. All right, so that's key. Let's dive into that. Of course, this is your door. The parts that deals with the door, not a common issue, but not saying that it cannot happen. It can happen as well. Typically, your door hinges will probably go bad. I probably had to replace the glass for one of these maybe once because it was broken, and that's in like 15 years. So they don't really break like that. All right, so but we can look at the door handle. Common issue on any machine, you're looking at $32.97. All right, if you happen to need that part because it's broken part, we're going to charge you. We'll say for this example, our labor is $150. Any helper fee is $60. If it's increasing, if we're replacing the tub on the machine, of course our labor is going to be at least $200. And then for us, we do a little markup on the part. So if this particular unit, we need to replace the door handle, part is going to be $100, labor $150. You're looking at least $250 to replace the door handle assembly. All right, so we can go back into that a little bit, and that's number 2 here that you see. All right, let's talk about the outer door panel, which is gray. All right, this is the outer door panel right here. Number 1, that's the outside. You are looking at $164.92. No, it's not a common issue. Like I said, I probably replaced it. I don't remember ever replacing that. It does not go bad that often. Your glass, which is number 3. Let's dive into that a little bit. Number 3, what you see here, that's number 3. That part you're looking at $112.42. Again, not a common issue, does not break that often. Number 4, which is the outer frame, you're looking at for this part, it is, the door inner, that is $59.91. All right, and some of these parts are on sale as well, so you want to keep that in mind. As far as the door strike, not a common issue, but if you happen to need it, $14.07. Brackets, laundry screws, door hinge is more of an issue with the door. Sometimes when you try to open the door, it might open all the way out and it doesn't close properly and it causes your machine to leak. Door hinges is pretty common. You're looking at $85.99. This particular unit, I would say it'd probably be $100 for the part, labor $150. So you're looking at least, at minimum, at $250. All right. So keep that in mind. And these prices are subject to change depending on the company that comes out. Each individual company has different prices, so you want to keep that in mind as well. All right, so we got your drain hose assembly, which is the main issue here, and different hoses. Your drain pump, I call it a drain hose, this is a drain pump. So let's see what we got here. Number 1, hoses. Again, hoses are a common issue where they can actually get holes in them. So if you happen to need that, you can see $17.83. Really cheap, not that expensive to do. Most important thing that we're going to probably factor in on this particular unit is the actual drain pump assembly, and that is pretty reasonable. You're looking at $119.35. all right, and that's number 12. That's everything that you're going to get here in the drain pump assembly, all that for $110. Let's say the part is about $200. Labor, you're looking at $150, so you're looking at least a minimum of $350. All right, so you want to keep that in mind as well. Outside of that, everything else is pretty straightforward. Seals, hoses, plugs, clamps, all that type of stuff. Not much there. The benefit for having a drain pump here is, again, you want to check to make sure that stuff inside your pockets because they get clogged up inside the drain pump, damage the impeller on the drain pump, cause the unit not to drain any water out, clothes is not spinning properly as well. It'll give you an error code to let you know that the unit is not draining properly, or you'll notice that there's water sitting in the tub and the machine is not advancing to the next cycle. All right, so you want to keep that in mind as well to make sure you clean everything out as best as you can when it's in your pocket before you do the laundry. All right, check out the functions and features portion. We dive into that a lot to try to help you out as well, so you want to make sure you do that. So this is your soap dispenser. All right, you have your water hoses and your water valve, so we can dive into that a little bit. Water valve originally is $80. Now you're getting it for 43% off, $45.99. All right, pretty common issue. So let's say the part for that is 100, or the price for the part is 100. Labor, you're looking at 150, so you're talking about at least 250 bucks for that to replace the water valve, and that's number one. All right, let's see number 4, another water valve. That's the dual. The dual water valve is commonly used for the cold water side, because remember, your main wash, you have a cold water setting for when you want to set it to cold. You have also a rinse cycle that's only cold, and sometimes you might have an issue where you have your dishwasher dispense cold water and bleach, right? So there's a bleach setting, there's a cold water, there's a rinse setting, there's a main wash setting, there's a pre-wash setting. So it all depends on the machine that you have, but this particular one, there's a dual, so you're looking at $79.11. I'm saying this part is $150, labor $150. You're looking at least a minimum of 300 bucks to get your water valve or the dual water valve replaced, and that's number 4 here for the cold water side. If you happen to need a dispenser assembly, again, for the dispenser, you can take it out periodically, remove the compartments, clean the compartments out, soak them a little bit, and then put it back together. You want to take a picture of it just so you'll see exactly how to take the unit on and off, so you can get familiar with that. Or if you happen to need that part, the technician can order the whole entire assembly, and you're looking at $35.68. That's shocking. That's pretty good. $35.68. That's really cheap. Really cheap. I was surprised for that. You have your hoses or your dispenser, $37.81. That's good there. Divider, hoses, $17.83. So these parts are extremely affordable, and that's one of the things I like about this Maytag appliance. It's not that expensive as well for you to purchase any parts that you see there. All right, so let's go into the tub and basket. All right, so this is where your motor and your rotor come into play. Your motor and rotor is covered between the 2nd and the 10-year, just a part alone. So we're gonna dive into that to show you exactly how much you're saving as well. You have your actual tub, right? This is the eggshell that it sits in. So the tub for this particular machine comes as an assembly. Same thing as the Whirlpool unit. So let's dive into that real quick. Washer door boot clamp. All right, so that's number 1. That's the clamp in the front, and it's a door boot seal. Common issue for the door boot seal to be worn out. Common issue for it to have holes in it. Common issue for it to build up with mold, so you want to really think about that as well. But if you happen to need that to be replaced, part you're looking at for the door boot seal, $200. Typically when we order the door boot seal, we order the front clamp as well, because you want to make sure that when you put the new clamp on, the new door boot seal on, or the new gasket on, it allows the machine to seal a lot tight on the door, so it's not moving and it's not leaking. So you're looking at least $200 for the both parts combined, and then you're talking about labor, $150. You're talking about $350. So a minimum of 350 bucks. I would say you're gonna probably spend close to 400 as well to replace the door boot seal and the clamp as well on this particular unit. Part that's normally covered on the manufacturer standard 1-year warranty. All right, assembly, the tub right now is saying it's no longer available for the assembly. So this is something that you can actually shop around or look at different sites to see if it's available. Right now it is not. All right, so we cannot be concerned about that because it's not available. The baffles can wear down or break, so that when the baffles need to be replaced, you're looking at $41.79. All right, pretty common, not common issue, but I've replaced a couple of those over the years as well. Heating element on this particular unit, not a common issue for it to wear down, but it can, if you're looking at $116 for that part as well, looking at about $200 for the part really, and then the labor $150, so you're looking at least 350 bucks. All right, so that's cool there. The washer motor stator, all right, that's number 9. Let's look at that. That's number 9. Maytag right now is saving you 200 bucks, right? So if you happen to have this unit and you have the original owner and you have the receipt, they're saving you 200 bucks just the part alone. Of course, you have to pay for the labor. Roughly, I would say the labor for this shouldn't be more than 200 bucks, if that. So that's probably the most that you would have to spend, depending on the company that comes out as well. That's covered. The rotor, you're looking at $74.31. That's also covered under the 2 to 10 year warranty as well. They're saving you at least $74.31, at least 100 bucks. All right, so that's pretty good there. That's really nice. And of course, the basket is also covered. I forgot, I think I remember mentioning that. The basket is also covered for the part over the 2 to 10 year warranty. So that's why I said you might want to contact Maytag so they can send their technician out if you're having an issue with the basket. All right. All right, you got your counterbalance. That's number 14. Those weights, not a common issue. Not a common issue there. Your washer, absorber, or shocker, you're looking at $26.10 a piece. So let's say 30 and you need 4. That's talking about 120. Part 150, you're looking at 270 to about 300 bucks. All right, and that's being modest and cheap. All right, your fan, number 18. Let me see one here. All right, that's your fan there as well. All right, that fan, if you happen to need that fan for this particular unit, you're looking at $93.31. Again, not a common issue, but it's a fan, it's a motor. Motors do seize up, motors stop spinning, they do get clogged up. So if you happen to need it, $93.31, 150 for the part, labor 150, you're looking at least 300 bucks. All right, so that's what we got there. Man, let's dive into this joint. Let's see what else we got. So we got control, we got drain hoses, drain pumps. So let's dive into some of this stuff. All right, that we see here. Number 2, you have your washer control panel assembly, which is white. You have the white one and you have the chrome shadow. All right, the white is $151.62 with the 30% off. Originally, you're looking at $216 for the chrome shadow, $198. Originally $216 as well. So let's say this part is about 300 bucks, labor 150. You're talking about at least 450 bucks to replace the control panel assembly. All right, if you happen to need that. Man, that could be pretty expensive. Control panels and control board, we discussed this a lot in our videos. They are extremely expensive. Handle, that's number 3. That's the handle for the dispenser. To open a dispenser, the cover, that's $101.99. If it's a chrome shadow, that's 200 bucks. That costs as much as the panel. You might as well just get the panel, the whole entire panel. That's crazy. That's a lot. Laundry appliance communication wire harness. If you happen to need that, bracket, panels. All right, let's see what number 10 is. What type of panel that is. All right, so it's the outside. Not a common issue, but they can rust and wear down over time. All right, but if it's $140.94, not a common issue. Number 12, door hinges. Right, you're looking at $85.99. We discussed that as well. That's about 100 bucks. Labor 150. You're talking about 250 there. Washer door catch. That's number 15. Right, that's the door latch. You're looking at a part originally 110, saving you 46%, $59.30. So again, that part probably 150, labor 150. You're talking about at least 300 bucks there. The cabinet, if you happen to need a cabinet, not a common issue, but you're looking at it as $264.20. All right, not a common issue there. All right, number 20 is the switch. Let's see what number 20 is, because I don't actually see that there. All right, number 20 here is the switch, pressure switch, right? Not a common issue with pressure switches in the new models, but if you happen to need one, it's $72.77, part 100, labor 150. You're talking about 250. All right. Washer electronic control board. Really. That's number 24. So I'm trying to find that one here as well. All right, here it is right here, control board. You're talking about, and it's on back order, so you want to keep that in mind as well. You're talking about a part that's at least 350 bucks. I'm gonna go with 350. Labor 150. So you're talking about at least 500 bucks to replace this control board at minimum. At minimum. All right. So I'm just telling you, it could cost you some bread. So this is where we are right now. All right. So we're going down to the washer top panel. again, not a common issue. 119, 15640, depending on if it's white, depending on its chrome shadow. All right, power cord panel number 33. Like I said, all these panels in the back, they don't break, they last. All right, not a common issue there. All right, so man, we're checked out this machine. We did the parts video. We are just about done wrapping up this Maytag front load wash machine. We've talked about all the parts that typically goes bad in this particular unit. We also talked about some of the prices and how much it's going to cost you as well. We also talked about some of the parts that's covered in the warranty and some parts that's not covered in the warranty. Man, you already know what time it is, man. So we in the lab dissecting this joint. We are out of here, man. We got to get to work. Peace. All right, so now we're going to focus on our overall review to let you know exactly how we feel about this Maytag wash machine. All right, so the first thing that we're going to focus on is the warranty. Warranty, the manufacturer warranty. All right, so let's dive into this joint real quick. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, the warranty, of course, you're getting your standard 1-year manufacturer warranty, both parts and labor. They're also giving you an additional 10-year warranty on this particular machine for the motor and the basket parts only. So if you're looking to replace the motor within the next 10 years, Maytag will cover the part, just the part, and you're looking at savings roughly about, at least for the motor, about $200 and something. For the actual basket, you're looking at a saving at least $600. The part is $600 for the basket. All right, so you want to make sure you contact Maytag, and they'll send their technician out or send their certified company to come out to repair the part, and of course you just be responsible for the labor. As far as the grade that will give the warranty, man, you know we really like this joint. You're talking about a 5. All right, so this is better than the Whirlpool unit that we put. The Whirlpool video that we put out, you want to check that out as well. But this warranty, we give it a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's talk about price. How much it's going to cost you? Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot. Either way, it's going to cost you. Then let's talk about it. Let's talk about the white. If you're going to get this unit in white, you're talking about at least $1,000. If you're going to get it in a metallic slate, you're talking about at least $1,100 to about $1,200. So we try to round it up. So roughly you're going to spend, depending on whichever color you get, between $1,000 and $1,200. Of course, you got to factor in taxes and everything else as well. But you're looking at the price for this particular unit between $1,000 and $1,200. All right. So as far as the price grade, we're going to give it a 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. All right, so that's the grade because it's an average price for this particular unit. That's the going rate for a front load washing machine of this magnitude in this class. You're getting it for about $1,000 at least. All right, now let's talk about parts. Cost per repair. On average, you're looking at about $350 to about $400. All right, it's going to probably be closer to the 400. Your drain pump is a common issue that normally goes bad on all machines. Average price for that, you're looking at $350. Your water valve, of course, one is for the hot water, and that's normally the single. That's average cost is $250. All right, the dual that deals with the cold water side, because your cold water machine has the main wash. You can have a pre-wash. You can have one for the bleach. So you can have about 3 to 4 valves that's connected to your cold water. So that's going to be a lot more expensive. You're talking about at least $300. When we talked about the tub assembly, again, it comes with the inner tub that you put your clothes in and the outer shell. It comes as an assembly, but Maytag is covering this for at least 10 years, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. The parts only, but they're saving you at least $600 on average. If you didn't have the warranty or they're not covering it, you're looking at least $860 on average to replace it. By the time you replace that tub, you might as well just get a new unit because it's not worth repairing. Let's talk about the gasket and the clamp, which is the door boot seal that allows the gasket around it. Sometimes it's gray, and the GE one, it might be like a blue. So that gasket in price, when you replace the gasket, you want to replace the clamp. You're talking about an average price at $350 there if you need to get that done. The shocks or the suspensions, there's 4 suspensions and they come individually. So you're probably going to spend at least possibly $60 a piece for each of those. So you're talking about roughly about $300. There's a circulation fan for the fresh and hold option. You're gonna have to spend some money for that because it comes as an assembly. So you're talking about at least $300. Control board on average is about $350. Man, you're talking about at least $500 on average, and that's how we got the actual cost per repair on this particular unit, and we went over some normal common issues or normal parts that typically goes bad as well. For as far as the grade, we're going to give it a 3 because it's average. The amount of damages or issues or common problems that you might have with this appliance, and the average price for it, so we're going to give it a 3. Let's go to my favorite part. Woo! Functions and the features. Man, what can this appliance do? Man, you're talking about cycle memory. All right, it says customize each cycle the way you want. All right, so it has the memory on that. Loving that feature there. You have quick wash, you have a sanitized cycle, extra power. All that is awesome there that you can use. We like that there. You also have a steam function that help prevent tough stains. So you have that. It has a tub cleaning as well. So you want to make sure that you clean the washing machine as often as you can. Check out the functions and features portion of the video. We go into that as well. You can use your washing machine cleaners or tablets or the liquid. You can also use bleach as well. And your machine is supposed to get clean every 30 cycles. So you want to check out the functions and features when we go into that, so we can instruct you and teach you how to use it. And also your owner's manual is going to be downloaded into the joint as well. All right, so you want to think about that. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What else we got? Man, whew. Let's talk about the joint. So we also have your extra power or increased cleaning power. All right, when you're dealing with that, the extra power, that power button that you press allows you to increase your cleaning power as well. That's another added feature there that most wash machines don't have. You also have your 16-hour hold option. Talk about it. It says tumble up to 24 hours. So this one is 16 hours while the fans circulate to reduce humidity. That's different there as well. So we like that. So when you're talking about a machine that's loaded, man, we really like this machine. You can also get it where it's upgraded, where you can get a remote start. You can also get it where it's Wi-Fi. So it all depends on what it is that you want on this particular unit. We love the machine. We love it. We love it. We love it. So as far as the grade, we're going to give it a 5. All right. So let's go over our overall grading. What we got: warranty 5, price 3, parts 3, functions and features 5. Add it all up, you're looking at 16. Divided by 4, you're looking at an overall grade of a 4.0. So as far as this particular wash machine, yes, we would recommend the Maytag wash machine. It is better than the Whirlpool machine that's similar to it. It's the same exact thing, but it's just made by Whirlpool. One is made by Whirlpool, one is made by Maytag, and you already know they're the same company. So either way, they're pretty good. All right, so we like that. All right, so we really like that. All right, so we recommend this. This is better than the Whirlpool. Of course, you already know who it is. It's me, your boy, Richie Rich, at Consumer Price Support. You help me, I help you. We both help each other. Till next time, I'm out of here, man. Peace.
Loving how you wind up for me. Tonight is all on me. Mash up the place for me. Yeah, yeah. She just wanna highlight. Ooh, that body talk to me. I need a taste, baby. Loving the way you move around me. No more delay. No, you can't wait to shut it down. Want to show me how you work it? I can't find no flaws, you perfect. 'Cause every time that you come around my way,